Hey everyone, it's Kylie here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for my A Scraplift a Day series here on YouTube. In the description below you'll also find the link to Rebecca's Instagram. She's going to be joining in with me each day over on there. Today's lift is in the top right hand corner, and I've also added the link in the description below as well, so you can go and check that out. Now, I'm going to be doing another winter page today, and I'm going to be using the, I forgot what it's called now, Winter Market Collection by Cartabella. And I've picked out this gorgeous pattern paper which has some kind of sprigs and acorns and things on. As my main pattern paper for this background, and on the original layout they had used a pattern paper for the kind of the base of the layout where they have the photos. I've decided to go for white cardstock instead, and off camera I did use a scallop punch to add some detail around the white cardstock, and I really love how that looks. I think it looks really pretty. And then I've got these strips of navy pattern paper from the collection as well, and I'm going to use those to add my paper strip up the side there and along the top. So yeah, it's kind of coming together now. The main design of the page is now almost done. I'm just going to distress the edges of the navy cardstock just to add some texture, and it also adds a bit of separation from the pattern underneath. Now the photos that I'm scrapbooking today are of Darcy, and one has Spud's head in as well, and these were taken, we'd gone for a walk to school. This was during lockdown at the beginning of last year, and we had to pop to school to, I think we was either picking something up or dropping something off, and we decided to take Spud with us just to get him out the house as well, and we'll go for a walk. And as well, next to the school there's quite a large grass area, so we thought that'd be nice for Spud to get some exercise as well. And whilst I nipped into school with Darcy, TJ stood outside with Spud and waited for us. But on this particular day, it was really frosty, and all the ground was really hard, and it kind of made the crunching sound as you walked across the grass. So I snapped a couple of photos because I just thought they were really pretty, and you can see how on the grass there's kind of the frost over the grass. And I just thought they were really pretty photos. So I didn't really want to use a full-on snowy themed paper. So I thought that these kind of winter branches worked really well for a frosty page. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to map my photos with some white cardstock. I do this with all my photos. And I've recently been using the back side of some pattern paper from a paper pad just to get them used up. They're not papers that I'm going to be using. I think they're just leftover papers from a past collection. So yeah, I'm going to use those to map my photos, and then I'm also going to bring in some pattern paper from the collection to add another mat around my photos. Now for this collection, I don't have a lot of embellishments. I only have the 12 by 12 sticker sheet that came with the paper pad. So I do need to do quite a bit of fussy cutting to embellish this layout. I do use some of the stickers as well, but I do fussy cut quite a few things. So at first I thought I was going to use this blue side to map my photos, and then when I was cutting it up I realised that there was this gorgeous navy on the opposite side that had the same branches and sprigs like it did on the white pattern paper that I'd used on my layout. So I thought, oh, that's lovely, I'm going to use that on here instead. It brings in some more of that navy as well. So I'm going to map my photos with these, and I really love how that look. I'm so pleased that I actually went with the navy mat instead. So I'm just laying things down now, and I'm going to position my photographs like this. the one of Darcy obviously is on top, and you can really see her face, and her cheeks are all pink because she's cold. And then the bottom photo is where she's holding the lead. And you can just see Spud's head at the bottom. He would not position himself so that I could get a nice photo of him. But I still wanted to document this because it just shows how much of a good dog he is. He's a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and he is quite strong. He can be very strong when he wants to be. But when the children are holding the lead, he is so well behaved. It's like he knows that he's got to be on his best behaviour. I have told the kids, though, that if he was to ever pull whilst they are holding the lead, that they have to let go. I'd rather him run away, even though he wouldn't. He'd probably just like, and turn back and come and find us. But I'd rather that happen than him pull them over, which has never happened. I'm now pulling in some embellishments. I've got this die cut piece, which is a cut apart that I'm going to have for my cluster at the top. I've also got some cut apart tags as well that I'm going to tuck in to the sides of the photos. And now I just really need to start bringing things in to try and build up the clusters around the photos and my cluster at the top as well. I'm going to bring in this border strip, which is that same pattern that I've got on the page, and I'm going to tuck some of that in to the sides of the photos, and I just think that adds a nice little bit of detail. And I never really know what to do with these kind of border strips. I like them, but I tend not to use them as a full strip. I kind of cut them up and tuck them in instead. What am I cutting up here at the bottom? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, a little word phrase that I cut apart, which reads the word happy. And I'm now just having a look through some kind of cut out pieces that I haven't finished fussy cutting. I've just kind of cut them down. And these are snowflakes, and they're absolutely beautiful, like watercoloured snowflakes. So I want to include a few of those on the page as well. So I'm going to add a few of them to each cluster. And then when I come to start sticking everything in place, I will fussy cut them out properly. I'm having a look on the sticker sheet, and I found a little penguin, which I thought was really cute. So I'm going to add him to the top cluster. And the little creatures in this collection are just so cute. They're kind of like watercoloured, and they're just so pretty. So I definitely had to include one of those on here. And then there's these cute little trees. I'm going to add some of those along the top. On the original layout, they have some trees along the top of the photo, and when I seen these, I thought that it fit really well. So I thought, yes, I've got to include some little trees above my photo. I've got a floral sticker at the bottom corner as well. Just trying to mimic the clusters on the original layout with the embellishments that I have. Yeah, it's coming together. It's really coming together now. I've got a circle sticker in the middle, which has a floral on. And again, it's in that navy, so bringing in some more of the navy. And just flicking through some of the pieces that I've cut out of pattern paper. When I realised I didn't really have much to work with, and that I was using up the stickers quite quickly, I went through the papers and started cutting things out that I could potentially use as embellishments. So that's what that pile of little pieces were there at the side. I've now skipped forward, and I went off camera and I stuck everything down. I'm really loving how the clusters have turned out. I think it's really pretty. And then I finished off adding some silver gems to the snowflakes. So this is my finished page. I really, really love how it's turned out. And I'm so pleased that these photos are documented because they're adorable. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with another Scraplift. Bye.